Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey Tigers!
When the FDA panel voted to recommend the Pfizer coronavirus vaccine for 5 through 11-year-olds yesterday, it brought shots one big step closer to elementary age students.
Last month, U.S. Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona talked about education during the pandemic and the possibility of vaccine mandates with students from the BRF Student Reporting Lab.
U.S. Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona traveled through the Midwest on his return-to-school bus tour September 20th through the 24th. His first stop was at Locust Lane Elementary in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. The purpose of the bus tour was to let people know that it is okay to be back in school.
Some large school districts are mandating vaccines for children who are attending in-person school. So do you think that there will be a federal mandate on vaccinations for children who are attending in person?
I believe local districts are doing that, and in some places the states are considering that.
Yeah.
The federal government, especially the Department of Education, doesn't have a role in requiring vaccines, but we strongly suggest, and I support those efforts.
In-school students are able to claim religious or personal conviction exemptions for common vaccines such as the MMR vaccine. People are concerned if these exemptions will be able to be applied to the COVID vaccine.
Even before COVID, there were exemptions made, and I respect the rights of folks who have religious exemptions, and I understand that this process is not linear, that it's not as simple as some would like it to be, but at the end of the day what we're talking about is public health. So public health and the health of others, not just myself, but the people that I'm around, matters.
Many are also concerned that students are behind in learning. Schools are faced with the challenge of making sure their students are reaching their full potential during a pandemic that's taken many out of in-person learning for long stretches.
Every student I talk to, they're just happy to be with their friends. That social and emotional piece, right? We talk a lot about the digital divide, but the relationship divide is something that we have to focus on. So making sure that you have access to fun activities in school and the sports or extracurricular activities, that's just as important as the academic acceleration. We know students lost content, so we have to accelerate it. But the American Rescue Plan, there were $130 billion allocated to states across the country to help and get tutors for students that need it, additional teachers, additional school counselors. So the money is there for extra support. And I think in the next year or two, you're going to see a lot more support for students who are feeling a little bit behind either academically or need a little bit of access to social emotional support or mental health access. Because we know we all went through this trauma together.
The fear of online learning has impacted many students' decision on whether or not they will continue their education after high school.
70% of the jobs out there require some training after high school.
Yes.
So we really want to make this about career planning. We have to do better in our high schools across the country to make sure that we're providing clear college and career access pathways, give students opportunity to see what's out there. And then our community colleges and our four-year colleges have to find creative and innovative ways to re-engage those who they might have lost in the pandemic.
For the PBS NewsHour Student Reporting Labs, I'm Kaylee Swino in Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
But I want you to remember those good old days.
A COVID relief plan set aside $22 billion for U.S. school districts to address learning loss.
Districts have until late 2024 to use the money.
That's all for today.
For Paw Print Live, I'm Haley Schmidt.
And I'm Kaylee Young Thunder.
Have a great weekend, Tigers.
Bye.
you